Good evening and welcome to yet another edition of the HGP Sport for today, Wednesday, August 27, 2014. I am Jaden Samuels. Thanks for joining us. In the news, the Bayrock Community Centre ground in Linden has received a boost for the development of its cricket thanks to a visit by the Guyana Cricket Board on Sunday last. Here is that story. The mining town of Linden, predominantly known for its football, received much needed assistance from the Guyana Cricket Board to assist with the growing interest in cricket. Sunday, $500,000 was handed over to the Region 10 chairman, Sharma Solomon, along with 6 cricket bats and 4 boxes of balls. On receiving the cricket gear, Solomon mentioned that the gesture will go a long way since cricket is showing continuous growth. Meantime, Chairman of the Upper Demerara Cricket Board President Lancelot Easton mentioned that this assistance comes at a time when the interest of the sport is growing in the region. This year, Stefan Brung was the only Lindener who made it through to the Guyana Under-19 team, while the region is looking to have more players available for selection on the national side in the not-too-distant future. More cricket news. The lone T20 affair between West Indies and Bangladesh gets going this evening with the hosts oozing hunger for more wins while the visitors still to salvage some pride. Details in this report. Before test matches and just a couple of days after the one-day international series, a T20 is seemingly a good medium for West Indies and Bangladesh to release pent-up energies which could not necessarily go into the longer version. West Indies' comprehensive one-day international series win, having most of their batsmen in form and picking players who had been regularly playing the format in the last month, is enough reason to look forward to a more powerful outing on a ground where 6 hitting looks ridiculously easy. T20 captain Darren Sammy has pointed out that this game is important for players who play only in this format. Many of CPL's star performers, the likes of Andre Russell, Krishmar Santoki and Dwayne Smith, would be expected to be on top of their game, while West Indies also included Chris Gayle and Dwayne Bravo, who had missed the New Zealand T20s in July. The focus will also be on Dinesh Ramdin, who slammed 169 in the third one-day international. He struck 11 sixes during the innings, at times clearing the straight boundary with some ease. It would mean that the moment he comes out to bat at Warner Park, the Bangladesh bowlers will be on high alert. Suleiman Ben is likely to replace the injured Samuel Badri, while the CPL's second highest wicket taker Santoki would pip Sheldon Cottrell, who played against New Zealand. West Indies 11 reads Christopher Gayle, Dwayne Smith, Andre Fletcher, Dinesh Ramdin, Dwayne Bravo, Kyron Pollard, Darren Sammy, Andre Russell, Sunil Narain, Krishmar Santoki and Suleiman Ben. In some boxing news, the National Intermediate Boxing Championships set for this weekend today received $100,000 from Courts Guyana Inc. The tournament will feature boxers from overseas and the very best the local boxing gyms have to offer. President of the Guyana Amateur Boxing Association, Steve Ninval, in an earlier interview with HGP Sport mentioned that the championships will add to the achievement of the association, which is to make boxing part of the Inter-Guyana Games. The GABA boss also reiterated that sponsorship has been and is currently one of the main stumbling blocks for the sport locally. The 2-day box-off will feature 36 fights and will feature all amateur gyms from across Guyana. And finally, in sport this evening, some football news. Real Madrid's in Spain midfielder Xabi Alonso has announced his retirement from international football. The 32-year-old played 114 times for Spain, winning the 2010 World Cup and 2 European Championships. Alonso was part of the squad that lost 5-1 to Netherlands at the World Cup in Brazil as the defending champions went out in the group stage. He tweeted, "I announced my retirement from international football. It has been an enormous honor for 11 great years." Alonso was part of a Spain team that dominated world football following their first European Championship victory in 2008. That concludes our cast for this evening. Do remember to join us tomorrow evening for another edition of HGP Sport. I'm Jaden Samuel saying good night.